I could do that. Growing up in Turks and Caicos. Well, I grew up right here on Provo. I was born here a long time ago, and we had three settlements: the Bight, Blue Hills, and Five Keys. And there was one way to go backward and forward was the Ankle Express. We had to walk wherever you want to go. I, I went to school in South Caicos first, so I didn't have the long walk when I was the little boy. And I came back from South Caicos when I was 7, and I went to the school in Blue Hills. And we walk across here, and all that area there, you see the grass up here on the road, on the side of the road. We call it the grass patch because it was only grass. We had a footpath, and when you get to where that gate is, it was a pond. That's why they call it Sellis Pond. And the water, you got water across the Salina when it rains. If it don't rain, it's dry. But they built a bridge. You could walk from this side to that side, walk out to the beach, and then you walk to Blue Hills. You got high tide, you have to walk across the rock, which was tough. With low tide, you walk around the rock because the sand was always hard. Could almost drive a car on it. So I started that journey when I was 7, going to school down there. And I did that until I left and I went to school in Bottle Creek. I finished there. The school was close then. So that was the early part of my childhood. Each settlement had a Baptist church. So it doesn't matter how many denominations they have now, everybody was Baptist at one time. Everybody. And we go to Sunday school Sunday morning, and then you go to church, the 11 o'clock worship. Well, we call it 11 o'clock because now they call it 11 o'clock because we had no time. You go to Sunday school when Sunday school finished, the worship starts, you leave that, you go home, have dinner, and the children come back to Sunday school again. When that's finished, then you have the evening worship. So the island was full with worshipers. Now, I didn't say Christians, I say worshipers. Growing up, my stepfather, he was the senior deacon at one time. All these pastors and stuff we didn't have those. We had senior deacon, and we used to have what what we have as pastors. We used to call him the minister. Come from Jamaica, and he would be in Grand Turk, and I guess every 3 months he'll make a lap around the islands, go back to Grand Turk until that time comes. So when he leave, my stepfather was in charge. So Sunday mornings, I had to get up and go and clean the church out. There was no dirt there to clean, but I had to go and pretend. Sunday evening, I have to go and light the lamp. And the lamps with shade. I think we must have had about 4 or 5 lamps. And that's what you use to read and sing with. And that was growing up here in the Bight. Most of the boats would come in on the north side. And you got a donkey. A donkey, that's what transportation. We didn't have donkey carts in this part. So we used to call it the chair for the donkey, and they had it was a way they used to make this basket. You put it over the chair, and you put whatever you're carrying on both sides to balance it out, and the donkey take it home. What the donkey don't carry, you carry right there. You fold something, sometimes put on your head, and you carry your load on your head. We burn coal. A lot of people burn the coal, take it out too early, put it in the sack, go to bed and get up, the coal catch fire. And that was hard work, you know. All the work was hard, but looking back at it now is like fun. You know, we had so much fun with no money. Now you got people with so much money and no fun. You know, if you think about those days, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, walking the Blue Hills, a couple of people walking together, laughing and talking, making jokes, and you don't realize how quick you get there. Now, if you go in the Blue Hills, you could jump in a car and be there in 10 minutes. I do it in 10 minutes from where I live. Most of the time, it's only me one in the car, no one to talk to. But, but the fun disappear. Yeah, one wedding could last 2 weeks. You party, you party a week ahead, a week after. My mother, when she not teaching, she's sewing, and she made just about, I'll say 80% of the wedding dress during that time. And that's how I learned all those Sankey tone. I know a lot of church songs because when she sewed at night, I have to hold the lamp. I hold the lamp behind the machine, and she could see how to sew, and we sing. So I learned just with all the songs in the Sankey. I know two verses without looking in a book, but that's what we did. We do that not to sleep because you got that white cloth coming through. You sleep and the lamp fall down, the oil on it. She responds, so you had to stay awake. So that's that was me and her task. Stay up in the night. The wedding tomorrow. That dress have to be finished. So no sleep. And she made all my shirt and pants. Yeah, we didn't have to go to the store. She didn't have to find out my size to buy clothes for me because she had my size, and I stand up in front of her and she just sort of.